All right. What's going on, everyone? How are you? We are here on a new episode of the Juan Solo Show with your host, me, Juan D. Clouser, John D. Clouser, whichever one you really prefer. I almost said fucking. Whichever one you prefer. What's up? How are you? Hope you're doing great. Hope you're doing swell. It is hot as hell in my studio office area. See, the problem was the air was on. No big deal. That's not the problem. The problem was the fact that I turned my lights on, I set everything up, took a shower, got dressed, got ready, whatever. I wanted to look at least somewhat presentable. One of the things that annoyed because one of the things that annoys the living hell out of me is when people go on camera and they look like shit. It's you could have taken time and effort and looked decent. Same thing when it comes to production design of your background. It's weird to look at your stuff when you gotta understand ring lights they're good. It's a filler light. A ring light is a filler light. It's not supposed to be your main source of light in the shot. It's simple. It's not hard. You could easily Google this, y'all. You didn't have to spend money like I did to go to fucking film school to learn this shit. Wow, coming off hot. About a minute and a half into the show, already coming in hot. But it's the truth. Cause it's nothing annoys me. It's they just look halfway decent. Look decent. It's so goddamn hot in here. It is so hot. Yeah. So we're here on this podcast. I'm having an anxious attack. I don't know what to call them. They're not panic attacks because I'm not but I get anxious as hell. It's a really bad thing. It's always been a thing in my life. It's gotten worse the older I've gotten, because it's just because you live longer, and then the more things you have, the more of the things you start thinking about, this and that and this and that, this and that, and then you think about those while you're spiraling down in a fucking pit in your own fucking brain. This is real. This is all real. I know I joke and I flip out about a lot of shit, but this is a real life, me just fucking spiraling. I am going downhill right now. It's just hilarious because I start thinking about so this is why your mom left you. This is why your mom left you at the foot of a church. This is why you are abandoned. This is why no one likes you. Everyone hates you. You dumb piece of shit. You're a dumb pile of shit. And then I just keep going. It goes more and more and more and more and more and more. And then eventually, I pull myself out of it. It usually takes me to sweat through 2 or 3 shirts. Yeah, it's just part of my life. It's just, I wish this wasn't a thing. I really do. And it wasn't until about a minute and a half ago when I realized, John, just go ahead, just panic this out, and just take a shower after this. Because I'm I already took a shower. I don't have to take a shower. And it's well, John, you're already spiraling. You gotta just let it go, let it go, and then we'll take care. We'll take care of it afterward. You're really seeing how the sausage is made right now, y'all. And yeah, hope you guys are doing well. Yes. So, how should we go? How should we keep on going? I'm almost okay, just hit the 5-minute mark so we can show the video. I got about a minute left. So this is it's hilarious. See, you guys can slowly see it coming through my shirt. See, I'm gonna go it's insane. Yeah. So we're about 5 minutes into this podcast. So you just want to see the video of the week? Should we just go there? All right. Maybe when I come back. In your world, who knows? I could come back 45 minutes later, or anyway, just watch this. Watch this.
Chicho, acuérdate de mí, cómprame las cositas, mira que ya yo tengo 6 meses, acuérdate de mí, que mira ya estoy, que ahorita que vaya la luz, y ahorita anda comprándome la cuna y comprando los pañales, el que va a nacer, de que es hijo tuyo, no me abandone, busque la patica, Chicho, que me tenéis olvidada, trabaja bastante para que ganéis plata y me traigáis, de que el hijo es tuyo, Chicho, tráeme algo, ¿Oíste?
Welcome to the John Show with your host, John Doogie Clouser.
All right, you see that little person just in like kind of in a high pitched tone, just yelling at you in Spanish. Yeah, so that's how like the demon in my brain is. It's like you're just a piece of shit. That just makes you go spiral. It's getting better. I can feel myself coming out of it. And then every time I come out of it, it's always like, all right, you shouldn't have done that. Like that. You're way better than that. I'm not, dude. It's insane. I'm envious of people who can just live their life and not have a simple cure in the world about anything, and they don't care. I don't get it. I don't understand. It's just so incredibly frustrating. So yeah. But should we just like go like this podcast should just fucking spiral right off the goddamn rails. This is not even like a good one. So I guess we should just go ahead and start this podcast, you know what I mean? So anyway, yeah, this podcast is just fucking going off the goddamn rails. So what should we talk about? What the things that I've what the things I found this week? Is that what it is? Well, what are some things? So very interesting thing. So right now in Colorado, at the Denver airport, I don't know if you're familiar with this, but there's a lot of conspiracies that go on. I guess we're starting conspiracy theories corner early. That's why I'm sweating so much, because it's just like, this is so riveting. I'm really trying to pull myself out of this goddamn spiral. And you'd think that like I'd just be like, hey, how about you just pause this podcast and just restart it and do another one, and then maybe just other time, just this goddamn fucking thing. But anyway, so if you don't know about the Denver airport, there's a lot of conspiracy theories that goes around it. So if you've ever been into it, incredibly terrifying. So I remember first time I went to the Denver airport, I flew in, got in, and you see this huge mural, and it's supposed to represent like how good will overcome evil, but it's like children getting killed, and there's a lot of burning. There's this thing. It's like, hold on, let's Google this. I can Google this. Why don't I just Google it? Denver airport murals. Yeah, dude, they're fucking weird. So like this, yeah, it's like very like World War II, like people dying. Then there's this like, see what I mean? Like kids. There's a forest burning. There's a buffalo. There's a humpback whale and a turtle. There's no oceans close to Colorado. Like, why would this be here? And then underneath the ground, there's like an Indian that may or may not be the devil, but it's the buffalo out in the far corner. But these are terrifying. Then yeah, like, and then you're like, this is an airport. Like, it comes off like it just. So then there's these planes and then mountains and people. Like, it's just a crazy thing to see. So this is like, imagine being like what was I was 11 years old going to this airport, and like, what the fuck is all this? And then you go outside, and there's this big giant Bronco that has blue eyes. Isn't that what it is? It says blue eyes. The airport Bronco. Denver airport. What is it? A horse? It's a horse, right? Horse blue. So yeah, it's like a blue thing with red eyes. That's what it is. And then but the guy who like made all this, he ended up getting killed by he got killed by the horse, because part of the horse fell off of the statue and crushed him. crazy, right? Insane. Well, anyway, right now the Denver airport apparently is going through a construction. And what's so funny about it is they're really just playing into the whole conspiracy theories because they think that it's shaped like a swastika. If you look at why am I saying that? I can always just show you this. Was it Aerial View Denver Airport? Yeah. See how they say it kind of looks like a swastika, which it looks nothing like a swastika. It's just simply because of the roads and the two runways that are there. Actually, there's one. Yeah, see that one. See that they say that it kind of looks like a swastika, which is like it doesn't even look like. I guess that's what you'd want to do. You wouldn't want to make it look just like a swastika. You'd want it to look like kind of like a swastika, where people would be like, well, no. Like people like me would be like, well, guys, listen. Like a real swastika it would be evened out, because you know what they say. Swastika is basically just the original swastika was peace, but then they say the one during World War II that Germany did was basically Christianity that was twisted. That's like the whole idea behind that's why all it's a cross, because certainly what it is, it's a cross, and then they twisted the ends. That's what they say. It just, it's just Denver Airport. Well, anyway, so they're going through a lot of construction right now, and because of that, there are people that are freaking out because they're saying that they, are they hiding behind stuff? But apology for the noise. It takes a really big drill to get to the underworld, so like things like that. Oh yeah, I forgot about the gargoyles. They have gargoyles in the airport too. See, yeah, I mean, like, it's just weird. It's not satanic. It's just odd. But Denver Airport, the conspiracy theory corner. Sleeping with her dad. Yeah, let's talk about that one. We need something funny. So I don't know why. I don't know how I found this. But I found this article about this teenager reveals what it's like dating her biological father, which is incredibly fucking gross. But this is actually something that can happen. Callback to the spiral. Crazy thing. So when you are like adopted and you don't have like that natural connection to like your biological parents, what crazy thing that can happen is like if you then reconnect with them later on in your life, what can happen is that you don't have that motherly and fatherly connection and that mental thing. So what happens is your wires gets crossed, and so you can look at them as a partner versus looking at them as a parent. And it tends to be what happens is it tends to be people who are adopted and then they reconnect with their family. That's really what happens, because like you don't have that unless your parents were never around. It's just how it is, because you don't have that connection. So you've never been able to look at them as an actual figure or like something like you can't. So nature wise, your brain gets crossed and you can look at them. It's fucking weird. It's fucking gross. It's just a weird thing. But anyway, so a teenager has shockingly detailed what it's like to date their biological father. A young girl has shared the stomach-curling tale of how she began a relationship with her father, who is 18 years her senior. Gross. After being... Oh, yeah. See, told you. What's the thing? What are they? Estranged. They were estranged for... Yeah, they were exchanged for 12 years. Told you, that's what happens. You're away, you come back, you don't look at them as your parent. It's fucking gross. So what I'm saying to you is, if you are someone who's adopted and you don't know your biological parent, stay away from them. Stay the fuck away from them. There's a reason why you got adopted. There's a reason why, they left you. They left you. You wouldn't take back that ex, right? Been watching a lot of Love Island, so it's I'm like, this is fucking stupid. This episode is goddamn dumb. Yeah, so she was estranged. So speaking to the cut, an unnamed individual said that she met this older man when she was 17 years old, and after speaking with her biological dad a few days later, the pair quickly realized that they have a lot in common, despite to spend a week together. Oh God, sleeping in a new place makes me very. God, I asked him to stay with me in case I had one of my terrible nightmares I usually experience. She told the outlet. The second night, I had him sleep on the couch again, and the third night, he slept on the floor, laying on his. On the third night, I fell asleep with him on the floor, laying on his chest in his arms. That's fucking gross. The fourth night rolled around and ended up on the floor again. The time we actually cuddled. Then we woke up. We were spooning. This is incredibly gross. I can't even picture this happening with me. I'd be like, no. I just hate people so much. I could never see this happening. And plus, my mom she died in a landslide, which is so fucking weird. So you think that, it's like, oh yeah, you got abandoned, and then you got adopted, and then I reconnected with my mother, and then shortly after that, the universe was like, all right, she's gonna die in a landslide, and then she died in a landslide. She couldn't just die from cancer. She couldn't get hit by a bus. Mother Nature, literally, it took Mother Nature to take out that lady. It's insane. And then when I heard the story, I'm like, what? Landslide? How in the fuck how do you even get involved into a landslide? That's the bigger question. Is that like, what are you doing to get involved in that? Like, don't you see the rushing thing of water? And then, I don't know, I've never been in a landslide. Should we Google this? What happens during a landslide? What happens during a landslide? Ground appears at the base of a slope. Water breaks through the ground surface in a location. Fences, retaining walls, utility poles, trees, tilts or moves. The ground splits downward in one direction and may shift in directions underneath your feet. Okay. Loss of life. What could happen during a landslide? Loss of life. Yeah, you might just die. Just die. That's what happens. What are the three main triggers of landslides? Rainfall, snow melt, changing of water levels. How did we get here? This is my show. This is it. This is what I do every week. This is the thing. What else do we have? Weird moments in sports. I don't remember making these links, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. This was early. I must have done. Oh yeah, this is insane. So, do you know when Alabama started Alabama football? You know when they allowed football players to start playing for them? 1971. So, 1970, they played against USC and got the shit beat out of them. Insane. And then they were like, all right, we need to fix this. And so then they started allowing. Is that insane? Like, so we went on the moon. We went on the moon before there was black players playing nickel 2 on Alabama's defense. Isn't that wild? That's one of the most wildest facts that just wild that's the thing. And it just took USC to beat the shit out of them. And they're like, all right. And then also should tell you how awesome football is that it can literally take just losing a football game for them to be like, all right, I guess we can have equal rights. Which, truth, no, but it's like, all right, we'll allow it. It's like, is there ever going to be? So with that, Should we watch some the videos this week? I guess we should do that. All right, here we go.
Half swing.
Oh my god. Alright, yeah, no, dude, no more.
Alright.
Shut the fuck up. I'm really good at fucking golf, so shut up. I don't think you know who you are. I know how to swing a fucking golf club.
No, that was the worst fucking swing.
Oh. Yeah, I think that's everyone. I believe that's like everyone. All right, here's the next one.
Swing works, half swing.
Oh, no, that's not what I want. I don't know. I just thought it was stupid. This is a stupid video. Oh, this next one.
And you thought milk was great? No, this is the real deal here, boys and girls. You hadn't had one lately, jump right on it. Start early and go late. Good God Almighty, I just can't wait. Thank you.
I found this guy on Instagram. Sort of watching his. It's all he does. He just holds a Coors Light and just says weird, random stuff, and then he'll like have random pictures of him and his friends. Like, we've been friends for 55 years or some shit, and then it's just what is like your old grandpa. Such the weirdest thing. It's such an odd thing. This one's great. This is one of my favorite ones.
You smoke pot, you go to 7-Eleven, I get some munchies, I get some Skittles, I get something to drink, because I got the munchies. I've been smoking dope, I got the munchies.
See, he doesn't really. So this is a pastor who was trying to do an anti-weed thing, like anti-weed sermon, or talking about how weed is sinful, which, in turn, I guess whatever, but everything's fucking sinful. God damn it, everything. But what was like? It's like you're gonna go to 7-Eleven, you get some, drink, and you get some like munchie because you got the munchies. It's not that wild, but it's what's so crazy about it is like the flamboyancy of the whole thing. That's what I love about it. It's just the whole level of flamboyancy, and then like there's a lady which I'm assuming probably his mother. It's just, but it's like it's got to be hot in that suit. And then like my thing is like, are you then getting those suits dry cleaned all the time? Do you go through like 5 and then you go get it? Like what's the process? I gotta know. That's interesting. Like how do you every week? Do you dry clean every week? It's like, can you dry clean all your clothes? Can you dry clean all your clothes? Let's look at that. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm realizing that. Like, I'm like, oh my god. I'm like not eating enough time. Let's see. Can you dry clean all your clothes? Yes, but depends on the fabric. Dry cleaning friendly material like lining, cashmere, silk can be taken to dry cleaners, but always bring it to attention of the cleaner. Chemicals such as let me see here. Polymer? Probably comethylethylene, perc, or tetrachloroethylene. Yeah, that was close. Are not always ideal for garments with a hand wash only tag. Well, ain't that a thing? Ain't that a thing, right? Huh. You can really tell this is where this episode's gone. It's gone here. But yeah, okay, so I guess we should do the next video. This one's interesting.
Figured out with almond milk was, we can take leftover parts of almonds and the ones that are broken and unsightly, and we can use those to make milk. And it's just a few almonds and some canola oil and some high fructose corn syrup, some flavorings, and we blend it up and we sell it for like $8 as a health food product. It's not a health food product. So almond milk is high in phytic acid that sucks minerals out of your bones, so you have to take more minerals. And it's also high in oxalates, which are the things that are causing kidney stones and things that are causing gout and joint pain when you wake up. Even if you have really bad skin and you're eating a ton of with these high oxalate foods like almond milk and kale smoothies and all, this can be why, because it's making tiny razor sharp calcium oxalate crystals in your skin that are coming out. So I don't recommend almond milk. So then we say, well, oat milk. Okay, that is the biggest scam on the planet right now. It raises your blood sugar as much as drinking a Coke.
Which really isn't that much in truth. I think what Coke how much caffeine does Coke have? How much caffeine does Coke have? Like 34 milligrams. It's really not that much. So it's like, yeah, but like the thing is, like, that's the thing, guys. I understand, like, some of us have like allergies, which are probably fake, and you're probably lying because you want attention because you haven't found anything. But yeah, there probably are things like flaming hot Cheetos. Can't eat them. I can't eat them. It sucks. I love them. So delish. But if I do, it will just destroy me. And so, guess what? Can't eat them. So there are probably things. There probably are people who are gluten tolerant, which I feel like you're a fucking liar. It's like, I remember growing up. Remember how growing up, no one was allergic to peanut butter. No one. Not a fucking soul. Not anyone. No one. There was one kid, but that one kid was also, he was fucking allergic to himself. He was allergic to himself. But like everyone else ate peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Everyone else. Maybe you're just not a pussy, John. You can't use that word and call people that. Maybe maybe you just need to, maybe you just need to, toughen up. Learn how to, I'll still drink protein shakes. If I don't eat something with it, I'll throw it up. I still do it. Still do it. Still do it. I guess we have time. Oh God. Do we? Let's see here. I have about 2 minutes left. I guess I can do one Craigslist misconnections. You only do one? Let's do one. Craigslist misconnections. We'll do one. If you're not familiar with Craigslist misconnections, great place. Go for it. Fishing buddy, Caw Point. Fishing buddy, Caw Point Park. You were fishing with your neighbors, and I helped you get your line in. Went to get a fishing license, and when I got back, you were gone. Hope you are there again when you say you would be. Cool. Silver, 37-ounce girl, $470. Hey, lady, holler. I bet you're great at more than racing, LOL, smiley face. What? All right. City Diner, morning of July 5th, downtown Kansas City. Sydney. We had breakfast together under an impromptu conditions. You were heading to LA. I'd love to visit KC again sometime and catch some breakfast again. Okay. If you see this, holler at me. You didn't get the person's number. Like, this is what I mean. Like, so weird. Like, what? You didn't, like, talk to this person? You didn't, like, was like, hey, here's my number. You had breakfast with them. You had impromptu breakfast. Anyway, guys, this podcast is over. I'm going to get off of this thing. I've cooled down a bit. I'm going to have to take another shower, which is absolutely pathetic of me as a grown-ass man who pays taxes. But anyway, yeah, I'll talk to you guys on the next episode. All right, bye.